Welcome back. Thank you for joining me again. As you can see, I got the front clip tore off. Let me show you some things. The first issue was this bolt was like 2 inches long. I had to cut that down. Then over here on the driver's side, that was a lot worse than I anticipated. So I'm going to have to cut it off up here and stuff. Fabricate all new panels there. Truss it out up here where it joins the floor. A big old hole here. The inner fender well is got a rust hole there, but it's all rusted up here on the top. At the back, same thing up there at the front. Over on this side, you can see better now at the amount of rust. Maybe you can, I can't see the camera. Yeah, so this side I'll have to cut it up here somewhere and stuff. Straighten this flange out. This side's same thing, rusted out there, rusted out up at the front. This shock bolt, the nut, was only on 2 threads, so I had to crank that up. What else? We have to, I think it's this hinge bolt I'm going to have to drill and tap out. You can see how bad it was rusted on the inside. So that's all going to get redone. I got to drill and tap that one out. Oh, those bolts that go through the back are both good. But now that I got it open, you can see how much I've taken out and stuff. I got to trim this off. I don't know what that is. Piece of rubber or something. But yeah, let me go around the driver's side. And this door is big time rusting out here on the bottom corner. This door opens and shuts a lot better. Okay, that bolt's there. Those bolts are there. Good. You can see somebody just stuck a plate in here. So to do this side, yeah, I'm going to have to take the door off to get in there and fix all this right. I mean, check out that weld they tried doing. They didn't even bother down here, and then they got this booger weld here. Yep. But the fenders, or the inner step, is still solid and stuff. So, yep, that's where I'm at. You can see how much higher the hood sits on this side. And once, you can see, maybe, the hinge frame here is actually touching on the fender when it's mounted. But all right. Oh yeah. And the typical rust out on the panel here on the radiator core support. So I'm going to take the inner fender wells off, repair that too. And it's only 3 bolts, 4 bolts, 3 bolts, because it's missing the bolts back here. Yeah, that was the other thing. Come to think of it, bolts broke off here. This one didn't have any bolts at the back too, and there's no bracket or brace. Both inner fenders, or both fenders, had been replaced. You can see the weld. This, I just cut this section out. This one, they didn't even fix the brace. And there's the piece that's supposed to be welded to the rocker. Right there. They're supposed to be a part of the rocker. So yeah. But you know what? For what I paid for the truck, can't complain. I expected there to be rust, since this is my third one for these fridges. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna leave it here for now, and as I progress tomorrow, tomorrow's supposed to be really nice. It's supposed to be up to 55. So long as the wind ain't blowing, it'll be great. I think it was like 44 today, but that wind this morning was Arctic. So, but yeah, I'll be back on it tomorrow. So I'll see you then. That's it for today. Okay, it's Sunday. You can see I got the lower passenger cab corner made, the driver's side lower corner made. I got the two back plates. I finished the passenger side cab mount. I still got to take in here and cut a spacer to put in here and weld in here, keep it from collapsing. I wasn't thinking, and I drilled all these holes for to weld it to the floor, when instead I needed to drill the new floor to weld to this. But I got all these drilled and ready. What else? Oh yeah, that was yesterday, and I got the front valance off, and as you can see, this is all Bondo that was in the louvers. They just smeared Bondo in them, filled them till it ran out underneath, all because they didn't want to take time to straighten this panel out. It's got a big dent here all the way up. You can see where they drilled a couple holes and just smeared Bondo in it. I'm going to cut this back plate off because I don't need it. And then I'm going to take and cut it. Where is it? Let me prop it up. Sorry. I'm gonna find something to prop it up to. There we go. So yeah, I'm gonna take this whole section and cut it. Cut this whole center section out and make a new panel. And you can see it's got a big wave right here and it's low. And I got something in mind of what I'm gonna do there. The ends over here where the marker lights were, that's gonna get fixed on both sides. Part of me is saying just make a whole new valance because of how bad a shape this is in and all the Bondo that's in it, but I don't know. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. And I did notice, looking at the driver's headlight, where is it? If I get even, the bottom's got a wave in it, so I'm going to have to correct that. And passenger side's got a little bit too. Right there, a high spot on the bottom side. So, yeah, the rest of the passenger cab corner is pretty solid over here on the side. So I should be able to weld to that no problem once I clean it up. And then I'm going to clean up inside as good as I can. get the front welded on and the bottom, and then before I put the inside flat plate in there, I'm going to put some paint or some primer in there and some sealer and stuff, and then I can put the cab mount in, get that all welded in, and then get the floor done on this side, and then move over to the driver's side. Once I get that side done, then I'm gonna pull the inner fender wells and do some repairs on them, weld unnecessary holes shut. Over here on the driver's side, you can see how mangled it is. I'm going to correct that, weld holes like that shut, all these up here, because they're unnecessary. This is what I was talking about. I don't know why they put this piece of angle iron in here. And they cut a notch to clear the pitman arm and stuff. So when I'm working on this side, I will crawl under there and see if the frame is tore or cracked or something. Once I get these inner fender wells done, then I'm pulling the core support off so I can do some repairs there. And if you look at my motor mount, this is why I welded it to the bumper, because if I did the bolts on the bumper, wouldn't be able to get them out. So I just take 2 bolts out and pull the bumper on, 2 bolts on each side. But all right, I'll bring you back when I got more done. Oh yeah, I am gonna run this brace down to the bottom of the radiator support, so that'll be tied in and won't be moving around. With the fenders off, the hood latches and it releases like it should. So yeah, I'm getting a late start this afternoon, but went and visited my dad. So I still got to take and enlarge these holes for the grill bar and put some nut zerts in there. So yeah. All right. Oh yeah. With this Arctic cold that we had, these hood springs, this side over here just shattered. So all I got left is the spring. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. But I'll cross that bridge when I pull the hood off. So, all right. That's it for right now. Didn't get quite as far as I'd hoped, but I got this front piece welded in and ground down. Next I'm going to make the bottom panel. Getting ready to do that right now. And get that in. Once that's in, I can spray the rust primer in there, and then weld the flat plate. And then it comes time to put the actual cab mount back in. So, but that's going to be all for this week. I didn't get as far as I'd hoped, but I'm feeling better about it now that that's fixed. I did find a few thin metal spots here and over here on the side, but I was able to get them filled in. So yeah, and it was definitely the original blue Ford. I scraped all that grime and stuff off of there. I think what I'm gonna do to protect these again is I'm gonna come off of here, the fender thing, toe board. I'm gonna come out to the height of out to the fender. I can't talk. And then I'm gonna come down and go under and tie into the fender mount there. I did have to re-weld that because it was all broke. You see, I forgot to grind those 2 welds. But yeah, once I get this all boxed in, get the cab mount in, then I'll focus on making a inner fender structure. So, and it'll come up and close in up here. It'll tie in here, so keep some of that stuff out of there. But let me turn around. Yeah, that's it for this week. Please like, comment, and share, and all that stuff. It helps the channel to grow, and I appreciate that. I appreciate you all watching and joining me on this build. Let me go over here out of the sun. There we go. And if you'd be so kind, check out my Amazon link. And if there's something in there you'd like to help support the channel with, I'd appreciate that. I don't do I don't make any money on YouTube. I just share these videos to show what I'm doing and inspire other people, hopefully. So my channel's not that big, and this takes a lot of time to film, especially edit, and then get it uploaded. But yeah, again, thank you for joining me on this adventure, and you all have a good week. Stay safe and be blessed. Thanks again.